What's her story?
I've had Beatrice for a while, and I took her on our trip, and then I had her, and then I left her on the seat, and then I just walked out of the door expecting my mom to take her, but she didn't. And then when we get to the hotel room, I asked my mom, can I have Beatrice? And she said, I don't have Beatrice. I'm like, oh.
How did you feel in that moment?
I felt stressed out and very sad.
Why is that?
Because she's my favorite toy I've ever had, and she makes me calm.
We've all had a toy like that.
Yeah.
And so her name is Beatrice? Yes. What does she look like?
She has brown hair, she has like my color skin, and she has a skirt and like a shirt too, and it has a rainbow on it.
Is she like your friend?
Yeah, she's my best friend.
What do you play with? How do you play with her?
I usually just like play with her in I have like a toy car, and I just kind of just like play with her, and we sometimes have like imaginary talks and stuff.
Okay. You share some secrets with her?
Yeah.
Some things that only you and Beatrice will know, huh?
Yeah.
How old is Beatrice?
She's probably 6.
How good of a friend is she?
She's my best friend.
Yeah. Your best friend, huh?
Yes.
That's really cool. And so, is it tough waiting like this? Is it tough just waiting like this?
Waiting for her?
Waiting for her?
Yeah, kind of.
Why?
Because I just like really love Beatrice, and she's always like with me or something, or I'm carrying her.
I heard she's an American Girl doll, is that right?
Yes.
That's a special kind of doll, isn't it?
Yes. I got her when I was like 4.
And you're how old now?
I'm 9.
So you've had her for more than half your life.
Yes.
More than half your short life. I love that. So you haven't seen her in how long?
2 weeks? 2 weeks? Or like 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks?
Yes.
Is that a long time?
Yeah, a long time for me and Beatrice to be apart.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you be doing? What would you and Beatrice be doing right now?
Probably when I get home from school, I find her and we probably like play together.
Yeah. I love your hair.
Thank you.
How'd you do that?
My mom did it.
Nice. And is pink your favorite color?
Yes.
I can't tell. What's Beatrice's favorite color?
Purple.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have a lot of things to tell Beatrice when she probably gets here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think that you lost her forever?
Because I was going to get her from the airport, but then we actually went to a different airport, and then we already moved to our next stop, and she was far away, like 10 hours away from us, so.
Dad, did she cry?
Oh yeah.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Why did you cry about that?
Because I thought I was never going to get her back ever again.
That's tough for a little kid to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it tough for you?
Because I love Beatrice, and I play with her all the time, and I talk to her. When I go to bed, she's the last thing I see.
How are you gonna react when she comes through the door, you think?
I'm going to be very happy.
Hello.
Hello. Come on in.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
I think you know what's in that bag.
I think I
Beatrice?
brought you something that you left.
Beatrice! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I brought you a map. This will show you what we did for the flight coming back. This was our route that she flew back on. You can have that.
Thank you.
And I brought you a picture. This is what she looked like looking out the window, going across the North Atlantic. Can she have a chocolate? And I brought you some snacks.
Thank you so much.
So do you like white or dark chocolate?
White chocolate.
So these are from Japan.
Thank
This
you.
is a special cookie from Japan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you have any questions?
Was he well behaved on the flight?
Very well behaved, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Very appreciate
So
it.
how long have you been without the doll?
Month?
A month? Very good. Well, the first time I tried to pick it up, I went to the wrong Lost and Found. So I had to go back the next week, and I found it at the Turkish Airways Lost and Found, and they were very good. Their baggage service brought it down to me, so it was very nice.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, I hope you enjoy. Well, it was lucky that my neighbor found the request online and reached out to me, and I just happened to be in Haneda the day that she reached out to me. And I'm headed back to Japan tomorrow.
Man, how have the last 4 weeks been?
They have been good. It's been a transition back to the regular life from after our vacation.
Yeah. Could you tell she was nervous sitting in the staircase?
Oh yeah, It's been a while since she'd seen her. I don't think she thought that she was ever going to see her again. So.
What is that like to a child, do you think?
I think it's a big deal, right? I mean, toys and their friends, and their world is a lot smaller than ours, right? And so I think that it was a very big deal when she lost her, and I think it's a big deal that she has her back.
Explain, because you're in Tokyo for what?
We're in Tokyo only for 5 days.
Yeah, and you wanted just sightseeing?
Sightseeing, yeah.
Whose idea was that?
I think that was Celeste's idea, yeah.
The wife decides.
Yeah.
Mostly where we go.
We had been there before, and she really likes Japan, so she wanted to stop again.
And you guys were going to or coming from?
We're coming back from Indonesia at that point.
Okay. And then what happens?
And then we get to the hotel and we realize we don't have the doll. We started retracing our steps, looking through all the bags, and sure enough, it's not there. And so the last place we had seen it was on the plane, and so it must have fallen in the crack or underneath the seat or something when we were,
Are you panicking in this moment or what?
I am feeling sad because she's very sad.
And were you sad, Valentina?
Yeah.
And how did you show you were sad?
I was crying.
You were?
Yeah, like a lot.
But that's okay, right?
Yeah.
It's okay to show emotions.
Yes.
As dad, I'm sure you're like heartbroken.
Heartbroken, and of course thinking how I'm going to resolve it. And so I think we immediately sent an email, immediately tried to contact the airline, but we had trouble contacting them.
And this is not just any doll, is it?
It's not, no, this is her favorite doll. I think you could get rid of all the other dolls she has and she wouldn't mind, but you get rid of this one, she cares.
Why is that?
She's grown an attachment to that doll. Her grandma gave it to her, and I don't know, a couple of years ago she picked it up and said, "This is my doll."
Is your grandmother still around?
Yeah.
So she told me in the early part of this interview she looks like me.
I think so.
Why is that important, you think?
I think it's important. Representation's important. I think it's good that she has a doll that she thinks is beautiful that looks like her.
So you're panicking, you're calling around everywhere, and then no hope.
No.
And then someone puts out a post or a Facebook post or what?
No. So they finally responded to us, but we were not in Japan anymore, and so then I think we both thought the chances of us getting her back are pretty much zero at this point. But her mom is resourceful and determined, and she said, "No, I'm going to keep trying." And so she found some website where you can post, missing items that maybe somebody can bring back to you. I don't know what the website was. And then about 2 weeks later, she told me that I have a hit. I have somebody that may be able to get her.
And randomly, it's a pilot from right here.
Yeah, from right here in Dallas.
Of all the places.
That's right.
What's the likelihood of that?
I don't know. It's got to be pretty small.
How did you feel seeing the pilot?
I was like, whoa, a pilot found my doll. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool. And he was all dressed up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And where was your doll?
It was probably like it was like underneath like the seat or something when I lost her.
But it was in his bag when he dropped it off. Right?
Yeah.
Were you looking for it were you expecting it to be in his hand or what?
I was expecting it to be in his hand, but it was in the bag, and then I kept looking, and I'm like, oh, there's Beatrice.
Do you remember what you did as soon as you picked her up?
I think I started to play with her, or I was kissing her or something.
Yeah, you kissed her. You like kissing your doll?
Yes.
The affection she has for her doll is something like we can't really replicate, right? Like there's something about that, right?
I agree. To have that attachment to an inanimate object, I think is cool. But only kids have that, I think.
Let's be honest, an inanimate object is $300. It's also really good, but they're special. Like they're special dolls. Like it's not just any old like Care Bears doll, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is this your favorite doll?
Yes,
By
by
far?
far, by far.
Say again?
By far. Yeah.
Is that was that the dress that you bought her with? Bought? No.
I bought her a couple new clothes for the vacation. This was one of them.
Okay. You're gonna change her out though. Huh? She's been in that for 4 weeks. What is Dad? What is what do we learn about something that just happened here?
I think that there's a lot of kindness in this world, and I think it's also probably a good lesson that don't give up, keep trying if you want something.
There's always help somewhere, huh? What is something you learned, Valentina?
That I have to take care of my things more, and I can't forget that easily. I have to when I love something, I have to hold it. I have to remember where it is.
Yeah, we're responsible for our own things, huh?
Yeah.
Did you see her reaction when she picked it up?
I did.
What was it? How would you describe it?
It was nice. It warmed my heart. Right? It's the complete opposite of when she realized she didn't have it, and that pain of not having it was very real. I think for me it'll be it's one of those things that I check before we get off the plane, right? I mean, I'm always checking for phones, but I wasn't checking for a doll. But.
Something new to the checklist.
That's right.
Yeah. You've been an American Airlines pilot for how long?
I joined American in '93.
Okay, and you are a first officer, is that right?
I'm a first officer on the 787.
And your flights are generally...
I typically fly to Asia, otherwise Europe, and I do a little bit of Hawaii.
Has anything like this even remotely ever happened to you?
Not to me at all, no. And I was fortunate my neighbor, who knew I flew to Japan, happened to see a post online about her looking for her doll. And she called me, and I happened to be in Haneda that day. And I answered the phone, and of course it's because of the time difference, it was the middle of the night here. And she said it was at Lost and Found, so I stopped by Lost and Found the next day, and they didn't have it. Then I found out it was at Turkish Airways Lost and Found. So on my next trip out, I contacted them, and they brought me the doll, and it worked out really well.
Turkish Airlines in Haneda?
Correct.
Ah, okay. And they brought it to you?
Well, I was kind of confused. They wanted me to go to their office, and I asked them how to get there, and they said, tell you what, just when you come out of customs, go to the information booth and call this number, and they brought it down to me, and they were very, very helpful.
You have transported how many people in your lifetime?
A lot. Before American, I was in the military and did other kind of flying, but since American, been hauling a lot of people, a lot of places.
Have you held a doll?
No, I have not had the chance to bring home a doll for somebody.
What does that feel like?
It felt really good. I was glad that I could do something nice for somebody.
There is something about, I mean, we all remember our first toys. Something that we've held on to.
Right.
We really remember them when we lose them.
Right.
What did you think in that moment when you heard the request?
Well, I thought it was something that I could do, and I was very glad I could help out. And once again, I didn't know how big the doll was going to be or what exactly was going to be involved, but it was a good thing.
Why did you feel the urge to want to help?
Well, just my nature. I like helping people. I mean, that's just what I like doing.
At any point did you think, what am I doing trying to get a doll back to a girl? Did you ever think that?
No. It just, like I said, when my neighbor reached out to me, and she had found it online through a friend of hers, it just was something that I could do, and I was glad to help.
How many hours flight was that doll from home?
Well, typically coming back from Haneda to Dallas-Fort Worth, it'd be about a 12-hour flight. That night, we ended up going into Los Angeles, so it was about a 9-hour flight. Then we sat on the ground for 4 more hours, and then we flew the rest of the way to Dallas, which is about another 3 hours.
So Beatrice got a nice little flight.
She got two flights for the price of one there.
She logged some miles. Huh?
She did a lot of miles, yeah.
How many miles is that?
5,880 miles is about what it is to Haneda from DFW.
And then, but to do the flight from Haneda to LAX to here, how much does that?
It's about the same amount of time and the same amount of flying time, but just as an intermediate stop.
You've been flying for a long time.
I started flying professionally in '85.
When you see the joy on her face, what does that feel like?
It's good. I like the ability of taking people to places they want to go, and then having the ability to bring something back special for someone is a nice thing.
It's great. Jim, anything else you want to add?
Well, I hope she enjoys. And thanks for everybody else that helped out getting the message around and helping this girl get her doll back.